If you are healthy, fit and strong, how do you know it? If you're healthy, fit and strong, how do you feel? How do you look? How do you perform? How much energy have you got? And if you want to, and I always ask these 4 questions, and this is what Romax is about from a health and fitness point of view. How much energy do you have? How do you perform? Is it always at your 100% best? Do you love what you see in the mirror, and do you love the way your body feels to touch? And are you getting the results that you want from your eating and exercise plan? So they're the very, for me, really important questions. So how are you answering those questions? If the answer is yes, I've got a stack of energy, awesome. Yes, I always perform at my best, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, all the time, awesome. Yes, I love what I see in the mirror every single day, and I love the way my body feels to touch. And yes, I'm getting the results I want from my eating and exercise plan. Now, a lot of people look at me like this, as if I'm from another planet when I say yes to the answers to those questions, because it's very rare to meet anybody, if there is anybody, that can say yes to all of those questions. But what if you could? And then comes the really confusing thing, who do you listen to, who do you believe? Because have you noticed that there is a stack of information about how to get fit and how to get strong and how to look good and how to have a stack of energy and how to perform at your best and how do you get the best results? So how do you know what's going to work for you? And this is a really interesting question because it seems that we go from one guru to the next. And because I'm an old lady and this has been my career path, I started, as I always share, I started exercising when I was 10. I'm now a very old lady. I haven't missed a day of exercise, and I've been an exercise professional my entire career. I started teaching group exercise when I was 13, and I'm still now, as the owner of an international fitness business college, every single day I'm studying anatomy, physiology, exercise programming, nutrition, the endocrine system, the central nervous system, how the body works together to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life. So because that's been my driving force, my focus, my commitment all of my life, I have noticed, have observed, have researched, have seen the amazing dietary advice / exercise programs that have been thrown at the general public. What's been really fun to take note of is that some of the programs from the 70s and 80s have re-emerged again in the 2020s. So they didn't work back then, because obviously if they worked, people would have done them, stuck to them, and the world would be healthy, fit and strong. So there's my first place to start. The world is fatter, sicker, weaker, more depressed, more diseased than it's ever been in history. We've got more overweight and obese people in the world now than starving people, which is it's a phenomenon really. We've got so much information about how to be healthy, fit and strong and how to have a stack of energy and perform at our best and be well and not have diseases, and yet we're the sickest we've ever been. So why is that? Now that's a bazillion-dollar question, and if I put that out there, that great quote, if you want to have an argument, make a suggestion on social media and you'll have plenty of people that disagree with you. I'm not here for any other reason except I would love our kids to grow up in a world where they can be healthy, fit and strong if they choose to be, which means they've got to get the right information. Now, if what we were giving out to the world was working, would the world be fit and strong? And that's a very controversial question, because a lot of people say, well, if people ate healthy and they exercised, well, then we wouldn't have so many sick, fat, diseased people. Is that true? And if it is, then is it possible that the eating and exercise plans that have been delivered to the general public either don't work or they are too long, too boring, they're unsafe and people can't stick to them? So my simple question is always this. Are you going to follow a guru? Are you going to follow a fad? Are you going to follow a social media influencer? And now, when I was growing up, there was none of that. There was no social media, that's for sure. But there were people who had opinions and ideas about exercise. And I very sadly got caught up in that, even though this was my career path. And even though my father, my gorgeous father, taught me to always ask why and how, I got caught up in the impressiveness of all the people that were giving advice. So I was in a profession where there were experts. They had ripped abdominals, they had tight butt cheeks, they owned a gym, they had 300 people in their group exercise class, they had a big long list of degrees from university. So I was impressed by them and I did what they said. And you know where that got me? Broken, busted joints, exercise programs that wasted my time, stuff that, and I wanted to be fit and strong. So I stuck with it. Because I stuck with it, I got really badly injured. Every single joint in my body's busted and broken because of the stupid exercises that I did based on other people's opinions and advice. because I didn't learn for myself, and this is where I'm always coming from, and this is what I'm here for every day. Rowie, you don't give advice about exercise. No, I never do. All I'm asking you is to question every piece of advice that anybody ever gives you, and to please learn your anatomy and physiology for yourself. Because when you understand how the human body works, when you understand that there is an endocrine system that wants to keep you alive, there's a central nervous system that fires up everything that you do. Your muscles and bones have to be overloaded, otherwise they won't stay strong. Your heart and lungs have to be challenged, otherwise you won't be fit. And if you're fit and strong, is it possible, and if doesn't require anatomy and physiology knowledge, this is just common sense. If your body's really fit and it's really strong, is it possible it can fight diseases more effectively? Germs, bugs, viruses, diseases, anything that could kill you. Is it possible that you're unlikely or will never get coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, depression, most cancers, Alzheimer's, dementia, the horrible things that are killing the world? And then if we look at obesity, which in itself is a killer, because when you are obese, you get all those other horrible inactivity diseases. If you're fit and strong, and that's one of the interesting things to take note of, if you're really fit and strong, you can still be overweight. Even if you carry extra weight around, even extra fat weight, your body can handle it because you're fit and strong. A lot of the medical professionals that I deal with, and interestingly, a lot of lung cancer or cancer doctors, oncologists, will share with me that they would rather have a patient that smokes, that's fit, healthy and strong, or fit and strong, rather than somebody that doesn't smoke, but they're unfit and they're weak. Because the human body can fight everything if it's fit and strong, particularly that endocrine system, which is designed to keep you alive. But if you don't know how any of those work together, and the reason this is so important is most medical professionals specialize in one particular area, rather than, and this is a really important question, if you have a doctor, a chiropractor, a naturopath, a osteopath, somebody that you trust, an allied health professional or a doctor with your body, have they ever tested your strength, every single muscle, bone, ligament, tendon, joint in your body? Does your doctor know how strong you are? And does your doctor know how fit you are, max VO2? Has your doctor tested your fitness? Because they're the two biomarkers for being for having great quality of life, for being able to do all the things that you want to do, for fighting disease, anti-aging, all the things that are killing us. And as I always share, as the medical professionals share with me, 80% of people that end up in a doctor's office or in a hospital bed shouldn't be there. 80%, that's 80 out of 100, 80 out of 10 people shouldn't be there. They're there because they ate their way there or they were inactive. So they're unfit, they're weak, they're frail, and they can't fight the germs, bug, virus or disease that put them in the doctor's office or in the hospital. I just don't want to waste people's money, I don't want to waste people's time, and I certainly don't want to waste specialists' time. So that's my commitment to being healthy, fit and strong for all of my life. But what's that got to do with you? And this is the personal question that I'm asking. Do you, like me, want to stay out of the doctor's office and out of the hospital? Because they're really not fun places to be. So if you want to stay out of there, how do you do that? And then who do you listen to for advice? Is it possible that the experts always disagree? Just ask 2 different doctors a question about being healthy, fit and strong. Ask 10 personal trainers how to get healthy, fit and strong, and you'll get 10 different answers. It doesn't matter which allied health professional, which expert, or your next door neighbour or your mum or your dad, everybody's got an opinion about how to be healthy, fit and strong, and they will tell you. And like me, if you've been on the planet for a long time, you'll see diets that come and go, exercise programs that come and go, new pieces of equipment that you see them on television and they disappear, new pieces of equipment that come to the gym and you wonder, how do I even use that? It doesn't look like it's common sense, or it actually looks like it might hurt me. Why is it in the gym? All of that's sorted if you know how your own human body works. So if you understand the skeletal system, the muscular system, central nervous system is really important because that's the firing mechanism. Endocrine system, the most important because that's the one that keeps you alive and healthy so that you can live your life, as I always share, to the max. If you know how all of those work together, even if you end up in a doctor's office, God forbid, or a hospital, you can ask better questions. If you've got, and I would always suggest get a second opinion if you've got any kind of medical challenge. So if you go to a doctor and you get some advice from a doctor, please get a second opinion. And here's the reason why. Because most medical professionals don't agree. They argue about everything. And then you have to work out which medical professional is the one that you're going to trust. But how would you know that if you don't understand how your own human body works? And this is the example that I always use. If you're a sports person, for example, your body is the machine that's going to make sure that you can be really good at your sport. So why would you put your body in the hands of a coach or a physio or a doctor when if your body's not working, you won't be able to play your sport? So learn how your own body works so that you can ask intelligent questions of the people that are giving you advice about how to play better, kick further, jump higher, run faster. If you are, my example always is of Formula One car races. The best Formula One racers in the world ever in the history of Formula One racing are the ones who understand how the car works. Because if you're going to drive a car really fast, why would you trust a mechanic? Why would you trust a computer? You're the one that's in the car risking your life. Wouldn't you want to know how that car works so that if there's something wrong with it, you can at least tell the mechanics where they need to look to fix it, or you would know how to fix it yourself. They're just a couple of simple examples, and I'm sharing that with you because so much information, so many diets, so many social media influencers, so many people with ripped abdominals and tight butt cheeks who tell you how to eat, so many new drugs on the market. Now we've got this whole new series of weight loss drugs. People say, if I take this drug, I'm going to lose weight. Yes, you will. But what are the side effects? What's going to happen to your body if you're on that long term? What's going to happen to your body in the short term? Even if you lose weight, where's the weight coming from? So why would you just take a weight loss drug and believe the doctor, who may or may not be getting paid by the pharmaceutical company to give you that drug? Just consider that, because that has happened many times in the history that I've certainly been alive, where the doctors get paid to give you a certain prescription. The big one for me, of course, is having a happy head, a mentally healthy head, a tough, strong head. And this is the one that always perplexes me. One of the most distributed drugs, prescribed drugs in the world, are mind-altering antidepressant drugs. And there's all different kinds, and they have all different side effects, and a lot of them are horrible side effects. So if a doctor gives you a prescription to take a mind-altering drug, would it be a good idea to find out what the side effects are of those mind-altering drugs rather than just take the drug? I'm asking that again because, and it's not for you even, I would love everybody to be healthy, fit and strong. My business headspace has always been, the business of my life has been to inspire people to be healthy, fit and strong. So our business mission statement used to be to positively change the health and fitness of the world. What a great mission. Until I realised that the world doesn't want to be healthy, fit and strong. Most people don't. Most people want a quick fix, they want a drug, they want to look good for a photograph, they want to look good for their wedding, but their long-term health and fitness tends not to be a major priority. So I'm now investing my time, and that's what I'm here for every single day with Romax, for the people who do want to be healthy, fit and strong, but more importantly for me are our kids. And I don't have any kids, so I'm very careful about what I'm about to say. But I don't want our kids, the ones that are born today and the ones that are growing up now, who will soon be our future adults, I don't want them to believe that taking a drug, a pharmaceutical, is the thing to do to be healthy, fit and strong. I don't want our kids to be on antidepressants. I don't want our kids to be on weight loss drugs. I want our kids to grow up I just want them to be the same weight, the same size, the same energy level, and be healthy, fit and strong for all of their lives. I don't want them to go on a diet. I don't want them to take drugs. I don't want them to be sick. I want our kids to be healthy. And how will that happen if they don't get the right information? I wish that all schools taught anatomy, physiology, exercise programming, so our kids could work out for themselves how to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of their life. Now, this is why Max exists, and this is very personal for me, very, very personal. I want everybody to be healthy, fit and strong, but that's a choice. You have to decide that. I would love everybody to have a career or business that they love, but that's a choice. We get to choose whether we have a yuck job or one that we love. I would love everybody to be financially free, but that's a choice. You have to get educated in financial planning and budgeting and security so that you can be financially free and secure if that's what you want. And great relationships. I would love everybody to only have respectful people in their life and learn how to deal with the disrespectful, nasty, horrible ones. That's the platform, that's what we teach at Max, that's our education program. How to be healthy, fit and strong, how to have a career or business that you love, how to be financially free and how to have great people in your life. That's what I'm here for every day, that's what the college is all about. But really, sadly, why don't we teach that in school? Why would you need to come to an online international fitness business college to learn that, because you didn't learn it in school? And that's why I'm here every day, because our kids are not learning that in school. How many kids come out of school, and I certainly didn't, and I haven't met any, that come out of school and they know how to be healthy, fit and strong for all of their lives, and they're going to stay that way. They would never have a lousy, stinking, rotten job, because they're always going to have a career or business that they love. They already know how to be financially free and how to look after their money, and they have great communication skills and high self-esteem, so they can have really great personal relationships, and they know how to deal with the horrible people in the world. I have never met anybody that's come out of high school that knows all of that stuff, and that's why Max exists. So I'm sharing with you from my heart to yours. If you want to be healthy, fit and strong, you can be. If you want to have a career or business that you love, you can. If you want to be financially free, that's the easy one. People are complicated, but if you like who you are and you respect yourself, then what other people do doesn't really matter, does it? Let's stop listening to all the stuff, the loud noises, the crowd, the fashion, the social media influencers, and how about work it out for ourselves? How about work out, how does my body work? What do I want to do for the rest of my life so I can be financially free? And how can I deal with the horrible people that come into my life? And how do I make sure that the people in my inner circle are respectful and kind? Could they be great things to study and great things to learn? So you can sing like I do every day. Super duper doo, I am amazing and I feel fantastic and I love my life. Woo! Live your life to the max.